Hi everyone, welcome to the final few words from me and Futbol 360 for this season. I hope that you're all keeping safe and well. It's certainly been a testing few weeks and months up to this point, and I don't doubt that the next few months and every time I do one of these videos there are at least 7 or 8 outtakes like that, so given that this is the last video for the season, I thought I'd share that one with you. We're coming towards a point with this coronavirus journey where it feels like we have at least some understanding and we're getting to grips with the whole situation in so many different ways. Life in general is gradually starting to come back to some semblance of normality here in Spain. I know that there's a long way to go for the whole world with this one, but certainly it feels like we're making some progress, and I hope that everyone is keeping safe and well. The football world is certainly affected enormously. If you're involved in elite football, you may have some work in the coming weeks, but most of us are going to have to wait a little bit longer before we get going with the new season. But I'm sure that hasn't stopped many of you from planning and preparing for next season and making sure that we come back as better versions of ourselves in whatever capacity we have. I put out a poll on Twitter last weekend to ask how people felt about the amount of content that's out there, given that we're all living in lockdown and most of us are living in some form of lockdown. There's been an awful lot of content out there, webinars, podcasts, interviews, and I've thoroughly enjoyed so many of the ones that I've got involved in and I've watched. I've really enjoyed them, but personally I don't have enough bandwidth or time to get across all the stuff that I want to listen to, and the resounding message I got back from the poll pretty much reinforced my own suspicion, which was that there is a bit too much out there for us to keep on top of, and it's a little bit overfacing. So I'm not going to add to that problem by doing any more interviews this year. I've bumped a couple into next season, and the people involved have kindly said that's no problem for them. So yeah, that's it for me with Futbol 360 this season. What I wanted to say on this message was, first of all, thank you very much to all the guests who've been on. I've been privileged to share an hour or two in conversation with them, their knowledge, their passion for the game, and more so just their compassion and humanity, and it's the kind of people and human beings that they are, really had an impact on me. And I hope that those of you who have listened and tuned in have really enjoyed doing that as well. That obviously brings me on to the next thank you, which is to say thank you to everyone who has helped in any small way or supported Futbol 360 as a concept. Had so many kind messages, some great advice, so many people just like it, share it, put it out there, and that's what it was there for. I started it with the intention of simply sharing the type of content that I'm lucky enough to go through, I guess, in the conversations that I have with people in the football world. I wanted to share some of those messages. I wanted to share some of the stories, some of the experiences, some of the learning that I get from those conversations with the world. And I think we've had about 6,500 downloads over the course of the season on the channel, which is phenomenal, really. I would have been happy with 60, but it's been a really good experience from that side of things. It's not something I'm ever going to market. I'm ever going to try and monetize. It's simply content that I hope will help people to either enjoy the game or improve themselves or learn through the process of listening to it. So I want to say a huge thank you finally to everyone who's been involved, the people who've downloaded it, the people who've been involved in it. It will be back next year in September. I hope you all have a great summer. Enjoy recharging your batteries if you haven't already recharged them in the last few weeks. And I hope that we can all get back to taking our role within the game, whatever it is you do, whether you're a fan, you're a coach, you're a player, you're an administrator. I hope that you go back and you live it and you love it as much as you did before lockdown. I'm certainly going to do that. I'm raring to go. I'm already preparing to get stuck into my football whenever that starts. But obviously it's important that when that starts, it's safe to do so. So final message, stay safe everyone, and thank you.